Hello and welcome to Race Day LMP Tour. Let's get going. I'm choosing the Aston Martin and a driver from India because, for one, I don't think we've had that choice before, and for two, I have lots of fans in India. Love you guys, so I'm happy to make that choice. Now, let's get into this race. Very first thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be buying all of my tuning now. So really flashy screen there, but full M tuning, 3.235 million, $3,235,900 M. Then you need to spend 13 gold. I'm going to buy top speed. And regardless of the car you choose, that's what you're going to need to do to get this done with the minimal tunings. If you were using a car from the last event and you bought some gold upgrades, obviously you'll be able to do this with less, or I should say gold tuning, right? Now you might not want to do that because according to the update notes, we need a PR of 83.6 to finish the motorsports series that these cars will be featured in. So you might want to spend more gold now. Either way, I'd recommend you maximize the M tuning so you're not spending as much gold, but there's certainly strategy to use the same car for both events if you spent gold on the other one. Definitely do that. Don't choose a new car. At the end of this whole event, you could, so if you use the Aston Martin in the last event, use it in this event. At the end of this event, you get to choose the Audi as your prize. You still get both cars, but one of them will have more tuning for you, more PR. So multiple ways to get this done. As you can see, I'm really blowing it. I'm not used to this car yet. I didn't do any tests. I mean, this is it. I just jump in and drive, baby. So I just kind of like doing different cars. You know, I'm testing this out. This is how you figure out how to drive a new track, is you got to make mistakes and you got to be okay with it. Just let it go. Make mistakes, make adjustments, and move on, man. And don't sweat it. That's why these first days are really easy, so you can learn your braking points, learn a new car, get it all done. All right, so wasn't very good first race, but I got it done. I really like finishing first, and so there are times I will redo a race because I really wanted a first place finish, but not all that often. I'm not going to sweat it too much, but still, I'm going to have some fun with it. Like, watch what I do here. It's kind of a fun thing I like to do. I just drift and smash into everybody into first place. I don't recommend that. Like in real life, holy cow. I mean, you'd be out of this race and probably be beat to a pulp by all those guys because I probably just did like $50 million of damage or something, so you might not even survive a stupid stunt like that. But it's a game, and I'm gonna have some fun once in a while, and if you don't like it, I'm sorry, but I just can't be bothered to try to drive perfect all the time, so, you know, have some fun. Would never do that in real life, but oh well. It's the arcade side of me that sometimes wants to have a little bit of fun with this. Okay, car looks pretty cool from the inside, but boy, I find driver view difficult in these types of cars. I mean, I'm not very good at driver view at the best of times, but ooh boy, I'll test it out later. And the handling of this car, I don't know. You know, the weird thing about this game is that my default sensitivity is 2. If you've been following me for a while, you know that. There's a handful of cars I put it on 0. For Aston Martins, I often need to drive sensitivity 1. I don't know why. Well, must just be the way the steering is set up for these cars. I often find I need to do that, so I might be doing that yet. I'm kind of finding this car a little bit, just a pinch twitchier than I'm used to. Not super twitchy, not McLaren MP4X twitchy or the Lotus 125 or the McLaren MP44, but more twitchy than I like. So I might make a little bit of a tweak here. And that's the end of the second race. Getting into the third race. Thrill the enthusiasts. Set the fastest lap. Well, I'm not going to do that in driver view. Well, I can't. Maybe you can. Alright, so we have an outlap, which means Bot's driving stupid. He's on the left, which means next guy will be on the right, which means next guy will be on the left. So take that into account. As we approach the start-finish line, they will stop driving in formation, but he will stay left no matter what for that corner. Next lap, though, they're going to start driving the proper line. And you know what? I'm feeling weird with this handling. So I'm going to pause this shortly. and I'm gonna switch the sensitivity over. Just feels weird. So sometimes just dropping it by 1 notch is enough. If you want to make steering sensitivity changes, I recommend you don't move any more than 2 at a time. So if you currently drive sensitivity 8 and you want to lower it, maximum you should go down to 6 and try that for a while and see how it feels. Like if I'm at 2 and I drop all the way to 0 for Formula 1 cars, it's just too much for me. I don't like it and I won't do it. It's just, I need to twist too much. But for some cars I have to do it, like the MP4X, McLaren MP4X. I'd drive -2 sensitivity if I could. That's a hard car to handle, man. But boy, one of the most fun cars, but it's a hard car to handle. But yeah, I've got some of my more popular videos involve that car. Oh man, did I ever blow that corner. If you're going to really blow a corner like that, then kind of throw yourself into the wall and bounce off it. Don't let your front end hit the wall. Hit the wall with your back end or your side, preferably your back end. If you hit the wall with your front end, you've got a high chance of getting damaged. If you hit the wall with your back end, you've got an extremely low chance of damage. So it's your best way to continue on and still be competitive is smash on the rear. So just a little tip there. If you know it's going bad, make the best of the bad situation. Okay? And here I'll draft for a bit. I think these guys are super slow because I'm so over-tuned for the stage, but that's what makes it fun, baby. All right, collecting the XP points and the M dollars and all that jazz. So I've actually almost finished this event. I stopped partway into stage 5 because I maxed out my daily earnings and I knew there was no way I was getting all these videos done in a day. It's already pretty late for me. I'm going to need to go to bed for a while. We all got to do our best to get a good night's sleep, especially with some of the stress we've got in the world these days, right? So it might take me a couple of days to get all of this series out to you video-wise just because I'm incredibly busy lately. But still, I'll get it done. But yeah, it kind of happens every single time someone says, oh, you're so slow, I've been done for hours. Yeah, well, I actually stopped racing a couple of hours ago at least. Took a breather, and then I'm getting to some video editing here. I want to make sure that I'm giving you guys entertaining videos, and sometimes that means taking a bit of a race and making sure that I can really give some great commentary, give some good tips, and not just sit here going, yeah, well, turn right, and then you need to turn left, and I don't want to do that. You guys know I like to keep this entertaining, exciting, and thrilling, and make you buy a truck by talking like a real cool guy in a truck commercial. Anyway, there you go. That's the end of stage 1. And I already showed you what you need to do to get to the end of stage 5, but I'll still be providing the fun if you want to see it. So, get out there racing, subscribe, like, have some fun. I'll talk to you guys soon.